Hey, TMFG community. Carlo Cancino here with John Iaconetti. And today, we're discussing something that catches many Canadians off guard. Why retirement can feel disappointing.
It's funny, isn't it? People spend decades saving and planning, thinking retirement is going to be this amazing, worry-free chapter, and then it finally happens, and it's not exactly what you expected.
That's exactly it. Over the years, working with retirees across Canada, we've noticed the pattern. Even the most financially secure often feel a bit lost, bored, or like something's missing.
Yeah, and it's not about money. It's about what happens when work ends and your daily life suddenly changes. That's what we're going to unpack today, why this happens and how retirees can turn things around. So let's discuss what we call the retirement disappointment gap.
Okay. So many Canadians are told, save enough, plan carefully, retire debt-free, and you'll be happy. It sounds fairly simple, right? But the reality often doesn't match that dream. And we hear it all the time from clients. They tell us, I've been looking forward to retirement my whole life, and now I just feel off. I'm not unhappy, but I'm not thrilled either.
Yeah, we've seen it way too often. And, one reason is expectation.
Right.
People imagine retirement as an endless vacation, traveling, hobbies, all the freedom in the world. But once the novelty wears off, days can start feeling repetitive and even a little empty.
Yeah, as financial planners, a lot of that planning is all about numbers, pensions, investments, and our RSPs. But rarely does anyone ask, are you ready emotionally? Do you know how you'll spend your days in a way that feels meaningful?
Then there's social comparison. Seeing friends or people online traveling, renovating, or living active lives can make you feel like you're falling behind, even if you got plenty.
Even different regions can make a difference. Small communities might have a tight social circle, but fewer things to do. Big cities might have a lot of options, but sometimes people feel more alone. What's the common thread? Freedom without a plan can feel paralyzing. So the gap isn't about money. It's about how life feels when the daily structure and purpose from work disappear.
Now, let's get into the psychological side of retirement. It's more than just finances. Work gives people rhythm, purpose, social connection. When that suddenly disappears, it can feel like you're just floating.
Exactly. John, if I didn't see you every day, I don't know what I would do. But in reality, you lose the role you've had for decades, the provider, the colleague, the mentor. And that role is tied up in your identity, even if you didn't realize it. And what it can also affect is your motivation and your energy. Feeling like your days have no structure can make you sluggish, bored, or even a little depressed. But it's not failure. It's just a big life adjustment.
Even when finances are solid, retirement can feel empty if there's no purpose. Hobbies and leisure are fun, but they don't always provide that lasting fulfillment.
That's correct. Busyness isn't the same as meaning. You can fill your days with activities, but if they don't matter to you, it doesn't really stick.
Some people think, I'll volunteer when I feel like it, or I've earned my rest. But without consistent, meaningful engagement, that can leave you feeling adrift.
I think purpose comes from having some responsibility and some structure. So if you spent your time mentoring, teaching, or helping in the community, it gives you a role to play, something that people are count on. And that's what makes a day feel meaningful.
Even some smaller projects can make a difference. It could be helping a neighbor, mentoring someone, or taking on a creative project. Structure and autonomy is going to equal that purpose that you're looking for.
And that's the key. But connection is just as important. Loneliness is a real hidden problem for retirees in Canada.
Yeah, there's long winters in Canada.
Oh, yeah.
Living far from family, losing daily work interactions, that all adds up. Social media helps, but it doesn't replace real in-person connection.
Yeah, and people will lose those interactions, the casual chats, morning coffee talks, those brief check-ins. Even retirement communities can fail socially if everyone is too similar or the energy just isn't there.
Yeah, building a social network takes intention. You can use hobby groups, volunteering, clubs, cafes, libraries, or even mix in some online or in-person activities. Intergenerational connections are powerful too. They give perspective, energy, and a sense of legacy.
So, how do we turn this around and create a more fulfilling retirement?
So step 1, finding your purpose. Figure out what really matters to you and spend time on it regularly. That may be mentoring, volunteering, creative projects, or even some personal goals you may have had.
Step 2, connections. Look at your current relationships and build layers. Close friends, maintain social circles, and community. You have to be proactive in staying connected.
Step 3 is going to be a transition plan. If possible, don't jump straight into full retirement. Sometimes people try phased retirement or part-time work to help you adjust gradually. It helps you balance routine with some flexibility.
Step 4, reflection. Check in with yourself regularly, like monthly or yearly, to see if your days still feel meaningful and make the adjustments as necessary.
Step 5, environment. Where you live matters. Smaller towns may offer closeness and familiarity. Bigger cities provide diversity and activities. Choose what fits your lifestyle first and foremost. Financial security allows you to retire. Purpose and connection allow you to thrive in retirement. Combine all three, and retirement becomes a chapter you look forward to. Now you know why so many retirees feel disappointed even with money saved, and why the mental side of retirement matters.
Retirement disappointment typically isn't about money, it's about meaning. And the good news is, it's never too late to find purpose and find connections.
Watch our short video by clicking the link below to discover our proven framework for creating a Canadian retirement filled with meaning, connection, and joy. We'll see you in the next video.